want to talk about designing the course. This is where we have the outline and the details. These are going to be really important when it comes to just designing what the course looks like inside. So we talked about details coming in here and setting it up. I'm going to go ahead and upload an image here for my actual course cover. We decided to call it hair tips. So we're going to look for hair tips. And now I've got my hair tips uploaded. This is the actual course title. We're going to go ahead and save, and you'll see the course title is there. So again, when I go back to products, now you'll see what the customer sees when they see your course card. So you'll see the hair tips right here. Let's go ahead and go back into that. And now we've got the details all set up. We've got the title, we've got the description, we've got a wonderful cover, and you can go back through and customize the instructor, the logo, and all the other stuff that you'd like if you'd like to do that in the details. So inside the outline, let's go ahead and preview our course. When I select preview, this is what the course is going to look like. We've got our cover right here. We've got hair tips, we've got the 5 lessons, and we've got the instructor. We need to add the content. What we want to do first is set up our outline. So you'll see right here the course structure. Right now we've got a category. This is the category, but I'm going to go ahead and create a category, and we'll call this Module 2. And now we've got a category. We can call this Module 1. Most courses will have Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you could not have this and just have a small mini course, which is what we originally started off with. The first section is the Module 1. This is going to be your category. So when you click on Module 1, you can give it a description, and inside of Module 1, you'll see all the contents of what's inside of Module 1. We call these lessons. Over here to the right, you'll see it's published, draft, locked, meaning this category will become locked for your customers until the selected post is completed. You can set up certain times for these, so you can lock this course. So for example, they can't see the course unless they completed something else. In this particular case, it's our first module, so there's nothing we need to be locking. Dripping, you could say in Module 2 or Module 3 or Module 4, you can drip this out where they can see it in the next 3 or 4 days. In this particular case, we'll go ahead and publish it. That way we can see what it looks like. Now we've got our category details, and I always recommend adding a category thumbnail. I'm going to go ahead and select upload, and we're going to upload from the Canva our Module 1. That way you can see what this looks like. We're going to go ahead and upload that, and we'll go ahead and click save. So let's go back out. All I did was go back out. Now we're going to preview and see what this looks like. We still got to work on the top bar, but now we've got Module 1. We've got the lessons. Now, if I were to click Module 1, when you click it, you'll see hair tips, categories, and Module 1. Hair tips, meaning the actual course. Categories, when you click categories, or when they click categories, they would see this right here as Module 1. So you could see the category as 1, 2, 3, 4, and they could actually see the whole library. That's why we want to add a picture. So let's go ahead and on Module 2, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. We'll go to Module 2, and let's go ahead and upload Module 2's image, so that way you get a good idea of what the actual categories would look like here. So we'll go ahead and upload that. I'm going to go and save. And again, with Module 2, you can leave it as a draft, lock it, or drip it after they've gone through certain lessons. So now let's preview our course right here and check it out. So you're going to see Module 1, and then you're going to see Module 2. We don't have any content available, but the module has been completed. Now when I click on Module, if I were to look at the categories, now we've got Module 1 and Module 2. So you want to make sure that this looks really good. This is a user experience. So when you're creating your course covers, you want to make sure that the categories are visible, and then of course each lesson. So let's go ahead and go back in. You see how this image right here on Module 1, lesson, 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 there's no images. This doesn't look good. So we want to make sure to set this up. Once you've created your course and your lessons, if you want to change anything, you can say, maybe we'll put this one in Module 2, this one in Module 2, and we'll only have 3 in Module 1. So now you've got Module 1 and you've got your lesson. All you've got to do is select add a lesson, add a subcategory, or add an assessment. By adding a lesson, that's what brings that here. If we select add a subcategory, maybe we're talking about something specific like hairstyles. We could add a subcategory that says hairstyles, and then we could have lessons in the hairstyle section. So you can have a category, the main category, You can have lessons, then you can have subcategories with additional lessons in there. So we can drop that lesson in there. And now we've got add a lesson, and now I've got a lesson. So I've got the category, individual lesson, the subcategory, and some more lessons. And we can continue to add more and more. We'll go ahead and go into the first lesson. And inside the first lesson, these are going to be your actual lessons. We talked about categories, having category images, but inside your lesson, this is where you would upload the video of the course. So you can select and upload a new video. This is where you would publish or add it to draft. This is where you would have your lesson. This shows you the category. This is in category module 1. And then you could put some text down here. You could add some image, some links, some help information, some bullet points. You could organize this to go right along with your video. Now on the right side, you'll see your post thumbnail. This is where I want to add my thumbnail to my actual lesson. So inside the lesson, we'll call this lesson 1. I'll select upload. And then over here, you can add any files. You could add a PDF file, Word document, a spreadsheet, all kinds of files to be able to have that available to the person viewing your course. Let's go ahead and save. Now that I've hit save, let's go ahead and hit preview. And now you'll see right down here, we've got module 1, lesson 1. Now let's go ahead and click back here and go to the categories. Now you'll see module 1, module 2. Now when I select module 1, you would see lesson 1, 2, 3. See how pretty that looks? So you want to make sure that you have your graphics, your design, and your course looking really great to the categories and to the modules of your course. You'll see things in publish mode and draft mode. So if you're starting out your course and you want to save a section in draft mode, that's okay. They won't see it when you set it to draft. If you set it to publish, that's when they'll actually see the published lessons. You can clone, you can share, and you can delete this structure. So that is your outline of your course and your course content. Again, just to recap, you want to set the details of your actual course cover, your course information. Then you want to set the details of your outline of your course, or by doing categories and setting up your categories with your category thumbnail, and then selecting your lesson with your lesson, your video, and your thumbnail. And then of course the content in the course.
Oh, it looks like we made it.